today, doing a journal. So today is nothing really special. Instead I listened to podcasts for the first half of the day. More wonderful. And then after the second half of the day, I listen to Warhammer audiobooks, but I don't buy them. I just wait till I get a free credit every month, and I just slowly make my way through the Warhammer books, monthly, and it's usually just one book a month. So it's gonna take me a real long time to finish the books, probably, just because it's pretty much one book gives me 2 or 3 days of content. Then I just have to wait. I just have to wait till the next month for the next book. But since I have to wait and I already listened to this month's book, I just used YouTube and I just started listening to Warhammer lore videos, and I really do like learning about just the lore, but I didn't want to spoil myself from the books, because the lore also just has a lot of book spoilers. So I stopped listening when I got to a point I hadn't heard of, and then I started listening to lore on other factions that I don't play, because I'm listening to the Horus Heresy novels, which is a long-running book series, just emphasizing basically the Imperium of Man versus the corrupted worshippers of demons and chaos. And I play chaos, and I want to get to the. I want to see. I don't want to hear the spoilers about how that stuff goes. So I listen to lore videos on the other races in the 40k universe, the orcs, Necrons, and the Eldar, which are just space elves, and then the Tyranids, which is what Dave plays. But yeah, I listened to that for a lot of the second half. Over the weekend, I saw Ellie and Eris, and I saw my mom and sister. I built Calum his birthday Titan, and with breaks, it took me longer, but honestly, if I had just sat down and focused and, didn't take any breaks, that thing would have been done in 2 hours, probably, because I've already built that one twice, and boy howdy do I know where everything goes. So I literally just built that one no problem. I got new cultist models that I'm building right now. Their hoods look a little problematic, if you know what I mean. They're pointy. Some of them have the pointy hoods, and you know what I mean. But I'm gonna be getting them painted though, so they're not gonna fucking look like clan members. They're gonna be dark brown, and it's also just kind of the shape of because I used to have a hoodie that had that kind of hood, and it's just the way it was stitched, so I think that it's fine, because I'm not, you get what I'm saying. I did, however, change the hood on one of my hoodies, which was a white hoodie, which is funny, and had a hood like that, and I was like, I can't put the hood up on this thing. So I had my mom stitch that one. Like, we just cut that, like, tip off, and now it looks like I have cat ears when I put the hood up. So that's way better, and I love that. Because I have little cat ears. So I love that on the hood of that hoodie. But anyways, the cultist models genuinely do look sick as fuck, though. I love them. They look sick as hell. And when they're painted, they'll look even better. And I think they're gonna have... I'm thinking of having, like, cool glowy eyes, because they're, like, cultists and stuff. So when I send those guys off to be painted, it'll look pretty cool, in my opinion, I think. I'm actually gonna finish building those when I get home. I built 10 yesterday, and I'm gonna probably try and build 10 today, but if I get too tired, I won't. Yesterday, I went to Olive Garden by myself and just got unlimited soup and breadsticks. And I got the chicken enoki soup with just, a bunch of helpings of breadsticks to dip into that soup. And I haven't been to Olive Garden in like a year and a half. And it was just nice. I brought my cultists to Olive Garden because I just had a table to myself. So while I was waiting for the food, I just built some cultists. And like, it was just nice and pleasant. I like the music that plays at Olive Garden. And I just like... Yeah, just the unlimited soup and breadsticks is a good price. It's pretty much just a buffet of two things that I like. So I just, I make sure to eat whatever $15 worth of breadsticks and soup is. So I ate a fuck ton of that. So, and I brought some home. I got pizza the night before that because we all, Ellie, Eris, Dave, Charles, and me and Calum were just hanging out on the gazebo on our deck, and it was just nice because, the gazebo has like fairy lights on it and then like a nice cool, just dim lantern like in the middle, and it was night, and it was a nice night. And it just was good. It just felt nice. It was like a calm... It almost felt like just a little party. And we're all pretty much... Yeah, we're all vaccinated now, so it's good. I had to think for a second and remember if everyone got vaccinated, but everyone is, so it's good. But yeah, it was a good night, and that's the night I finished the Titan. I bought a new the smaller Titan. I don't know if y'all remember, but I finished the big Titan for Calum like a week or two ago. So that was different. But the smaller Titan that was super easy for me to build was like no problem, and I finished it that night. The night I had pizza and the night that we hung out on the deck. I was actually working on the Titan while we were all visiting, because while we were on the deck and stuff, I was kind of drilling holes and stuff in the Titan and making sure it was good, all that sort of stuff. I made it so that his Titan is stepping on one of my guys because he plays the Imperium and I play the corrupted portion of the Imperium that worships demons and stuff. So his Titan is stepping on a cultist, so it looks really cool. And Calum was super cool with that. He thought it was awesome. I was glad about that. Something that kind of bummed me out the other day was that the Darwin's Arch, I don't know if you guys have probably seen it in pictures. It's like that rock formation in the middle of the ocean that comes out of the ocean, and it's just like a big arch, and it's around the Galapagos Islands. the bridge portion that connected like the two pillars that made it an arch fell back into the ocean, and now it's just two pillars, and that was kind of sad, but it's also kind of neat that like it happened during my lifetime, because like that thing's been up for probably hundreds of thousands of years, like that rock formation, and the major collapse of it happened in my little sliver of lifetime. So that was kind of cool that I got to hear about like pretty much a major change in that little rock formation. Still sad to see it go, because I really thought it was cool. It looked like a little bridge, but now they renamed it the Pillars of Evolution, because, you know, Darwin was the one that came up with the theory of evolution and everything. So like now it's like now they're just the Pillars of Evolution, but it's still cool. Just a little sad though, bittersweet. What else happened? I think my sister misses me, and my mom has been kind of having a stressful time. Her knee, so my mom's knee has been pretty bad, like for a few years now. Basically, there's a thing in her, so there's like cartilage that like makes like your kneecap like not grind against bone or something, and like my mom doesn't have that anymore. I guess it like eroded away, or it just went away or dissolved. So now her knee like keeps like rubbing on like straight up bone, and like, or something like that. It's something like that. And now her knee, you know, like keeps making this kind of fluid to like try and, you know, protect against it, but it's just making her knee swell, and it's been a problem for a few years. And my mom didn't want to have knee surgery because it would take her out of commission and from work for probably like 8 or so months. And then that would also mean she would need a knee replacement like probably every quarter of her life, and she doesn't want to have to get that surgery when she's old. But it looks like that's gonna have to be it looks like that's gonna have to be the case, just, you know, for her to, you know, function normally for another quarter of her life. And she doesn't want to have to do that, but she's kind of bummed about it. I feel bad about it, but I also just want her to be all right and everything. And she's tough. She's overcome breast cancer. She's overcome multiple sclerosis, MS, like, you know, literally her body's attacking her own brain. And she was I remember she said that doctors told her that she probably wouldn't live till like 40 or something, and now she's like 44. Because of advancements in medicine and like how to deal with multiple sclerosis. Because like a long time ago, back when she was diagnosed with it, there wasn't really any treatments for it. So like she, you know, it was just kind of like a grim outlook, I think. And that was right after she had me. So she was having a tough time, but like she's tough and she's got through it, and she's like, after she had me, she also like got breast cancer, and she overcame that too, and like she's overcome a lot, and she's doing good. Like the only thing that's kind of, you know, really showing that she even has like MS really is that like she said that she can't really feel like one time her whole left side of her body went numb for a while, and then it like hurt to be either hot or cold, and like if she went in the shower it would hurt the left side of her body or something. But now I don't know if she got used to it or if it's gone away, but she can walk even with the knee and that as if everything's fine. And the only sign really that she can, and that was the whole left side going numb like that was part of the was part of the MS. The other thing about signs showing it was some memory loss that she's having. But other than that, she's doing just fine, really. She's like going to work all the time and stuff. The only reason she won't really go to work now, it would be if, like, you know, she was out of commission just because of surgery. And that's, you know, where it's kind of at right now. But I think that she'll be all right. I think. I'm hoping. Yeah. I don't like to think about the inverse. She constantly tells us, me and my sister, that if something bad happens, she has instructions for us written down on what to do, and that we'd be getting like a big portion of a large sum of money, and she has instructions on what we should do with it should that happen, because she tells us that, you know, as much as we don't like to hear it, that she is worth a lot of money just because of how, you know, good of a nurse she is and everything. And it's hard to think about, and I don't like to think about it. And my sister was talking about it when we were hanging out after my mom had left, because now that my sister can drive herself, she drove herself to lunch with us, because, you know, my mom was on break and Sophia was at home and I was at home, and we all just met up at Coney Island. But after Mama left to go back to work, Sophia told me that she doesn't like she doesn't like it when Mama reminds us that she's worth a lot of money, and if something does go wrong, that will be taken care of. She said she doesn't like thinking about having a price on a person, because she's a human being. And I also don't really like to think about it either, but like, it's weird because it's bittersweet when I think about it, because like, she worked hard for this, and like, if it does go the worst possible route, it's just like it's almost like a testament to how good she takes care of me and my sister. You know what I mean? And, you know, my stepdad. Like, you know, if she goes, then like, she'll go knowing that, well, I'll be okay. You know what I mean? And it's, you know, I think about that a lot. It's weird. It's very bittersweet. And I don't want that day to come anytime soon, you know? But it's very, like, I'm thankful, if that makes sense, for everything that she's done. Even if, you know, we fight on politics and stuff like that. She, like, all things considered, she's definitely, I'm glad she's my mom, if that makes sense. Like, obviously there's stuff that we disagree on just because of generation stuff and, you know, how she was raised. But she's a good person, and I appreciate everything that she's done for me and my sister. Anyways, I just got home, so I'm gonna go and leave on the note that I love my mom, and that I am glad that she's been here for me. So, sorry it got darker at the end, I guess, but there was just a conversation that came up during lunch with my sister over the weekend. And, you know, a conversation with my mom that I had over the weekend. Kind of. So, anyways, I'll see you guys later.